Today's video will give you 5 ideas or 5 tips, if you want to call it that, to help you be a better, more confident speaker. And when I created this video or created the script for the video, at first I was going to focus on introverts. But I think this message applies to introverts and extroverts or omniverts, which is people who are kind of both alike. So, as we think about being a better speaker, that is what my channel is dedicated to, helping you be a better speaker. I want you to think about these things and apply them. And of course, I'd love to hear from you. So, if something's working, please let me know that. If something I've advised isn't going great for you, I'd like to know that too. First of all, be yourself. That is your superpower. And I was reminded of this. A friend of mine sent me a picture of a card I had sent her with that same theme like 6 years ago. And she came across it when she was going through some things and thought I'd like it. And I did. But my point is, our greatest strengths are what we want to emulate, what we want to curate, what we want to accentuate. I love the work of StrengthsFinder, Tom Roth, in his book StrengthsFinder, because that's exactly what he says. Focus on what you already do well. He tells a great story, one that really made me sit up and pay attention to this idea of focusing on our strengths, because he talked about the difference in football abilities between Rudy Rudiger. You might remember Rudy. His desire was to play for Notre Dame. Tried. Finally, made the team, got to play one play, and an athlete like Joe Montana. Now, Joe was a wonderful quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. If you're not familiar with his career, you can look him up. There's many football players today that really focus on their strengths. And so, as humans, I think that's what we want to do. And especially as speakers, what's your strong suit? Where do you shine? Is it maybe adding some humor? Is it telling a tall tale? Truthful tall tale, but a story nonetheless. Is it guiding people through facts and data, helping them sort through all the details? You, my friend, have a strength. I know you do. And it is your job to uncover it and embrace it and let it be your superpower. A couple of other things to think about. Listening is a great superpower. Most of us have not ever taken a class or a course on listening, and I do know they are available. Listening with the intent of understanding is so key. And as speakers, we want to be able to do that too. Really listen to what the audience is saying and listen to that information that's being shared. Thoughtful communication is another strength we want to embrace. Well crafted messages that convey your expertise with clarity and impact make such a big difference. Then think about your intuition, or sometimes people call it that gut reaction, that gut feeling. What do you need to be paying attention to? It is your intuition, it is your gut, if you will. Because when we disregard that, things go awry. And I heard a great story about this very subject from Jamie Kern Lima in her book Worthy, where she shared she had been given advice to brand her cosmetics in a certain way that people did not want to see real women with real skin issues, that at least the cosmetic brand companies and the promoters of these brands didn't want her doing that. She had her big shot on QVC, and against the advice of those experts, followed her gut and showed a real woman. She happens to have rosacea, with eczema, rosacea, other skin problems using her products. And guess what? That decision made all the difference because her products sold really well and she was asked back again and again. And I guess if you don't sell well in QVC, probably just like other places, you don't get asked back. And her company was on the brink of bankruptcy. So this was super important for her. So listen to your intuition, listen to what it's telling you. Focus on creating high quality content. I do my best to do that. And if you disagree, let me know. I'm open to feedback, but showcase your expertise, your knowledge, your insights, and your unique perspective because everybody comes at it from a different perspective. And the other thing I know to be true is we are not a good fit for everybody. And when we're trying to be liked, when we're trying to be vanilla, it doesn't work. There's a data point that would suggest 10% of any population are not going to like us anyway. Oh, yay. Okay. I know people aren't going to like me. I know my message doesn't resonate with everybody. And you know what? That's okay. It does resonate with the people I am meant to serve. So that's what you want to think about is who am I meant to serve? Who does my message resonate with? And then how can I get it out there in the best way, in the way that those folks want to hear about it? Technology is something we all have to embrace and take advantage of. And technology is so great when it works and so frustrating when it doesn't. But we want to learn and adapt and grow this whole phenomenon of artificial intelligence. Some people are just like, I'm not going to do that at all. I'm not going to take advantage of those. I want to encourage you to rethink that stance because it can be a useful tool. And like any other tool in our toolkit, we need to learn to use it to our advantage. The challenge we have right now is everything keeps changing. Well, guess what? Change is the only constant we have in life. And so to think about, nothing's going to change, wow, nothing could be further from the truth. So embrace this idea, continue to learn, don't make yourself obsolete. When we stop learning and growing, then obsolescence sets in. Celebrate your wins. Celebrate what went well, even if it's just one small thing. The challenge most of us have is we're focused on big goals and big things, and well, we forget to celebrate the day to day. Maybe somebody made a comment. Maybe somebody smiled at you. Maybe everything went right. You got safely from one place to another. You got to enjoy a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Whatever it is, celebrate those small things. And then remember, when we share our message in a confident way, it's not about boastfulness or bragging. It's about sharing your ideas so that other people can take advantage of them. So start where you are with what you have and move forward. Early in 2024, I was interviewed for a podcast, and unfortunately, I don't remember the podcaster's name, but I do remember what she told me. And she said she started her podcast, which has grown greatly since then, with her computer and a Zoom link. She said, I just started with what I had, and then I grew. She's now got a pretty nice recording studio and a really nice room where she does her records her podcast, all of the things that she didn't have at the beginning. And if she would have let that stop her, thousands of people would not be hearing her podcast and listening to what she's sharing. So start where you are with what you have. Know that you are all you need. Embrace your uniqueness to help you move yourself forward because that, ladies and gentlemen, is in fact your superpower. You being you. No one else in the history of the world will ever be you. So embrace that and share your message with the world. I can't wait to hear from you. If you have a comment, please post it below. And of course, if you know somebody that could benefit from this video, please feel free to share it. And if you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel so you can get weekly updates. See you next time.